In the top stories, 23 boys honored for excellence in St. Kitts. Cyprus ambassador presents credentials to Governor General of St. Kitts and Nevis, and preparatory process for inscription of SKN's folklore traditions on UNESCO's Intangible Cultural Heritage List begins. The details on these stories and more after the break.
All cars and trains, boats and planes are heading straight to St. Kitts from June 26th to June 28th for the 2025 St. Kitts Music Festival. Featuring Young Brother, Kester Band, Shensia, Toujours, Barrington Levy, Patrice Roberts, Spice, Romaine Vogo, Ira Star, Jennifer Hudson, and the world boss himself, Vibes Cartel, and much, much more. Get your tickets now at stkittsmusicfestival.com. The 2025 St. Kitts Music Festival, June 26th to June 28th, where music meets paradise.
It's something that you can't put into words. A buzz in the air. From the time you wake up, you're ready to go. The freedom, the fantasy, the fete. To know it is to live it and love it. You have to experience it. If you know, you know. Angostura White Oak Rum. New look, same vibes inside.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 Newscast. I am Shaira Flanders. Nationally, 23 boys attending primary schools across St. Kitts were honored for their positivity, kindness, school and community involvement at the 2025 Boys of Excellence Award ceremony held on Friday, June 13, 2025 at the St. Peter's Community Center. Her Excellency, the Governor General Dame Marcella Liburd, Honorable Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Education, Gender Affairs and Youth Empowerment, Dr. Jeffrey Hanley, were present and presented awards to the boys, affirming government's commitment to uplift and empower young people. The young men recognized were Kazan Eileen Jr. of the Tucker Clark Primary School, Nathan Liddy, Beach Allen Primary, Rejan Morton, Immaculate Conception Catholic School, Amari Kelly, George Moody Stewart School, Zuriel Percival, St. Kitts Seventh-day Adventist School, Bijan Alexander, Halliday Smith Primary, DiMaggio Grant, Epworth Morris Helia Memorial Junior School, Zanai Watson Descartes, Tyrrell Williams Primary, and Dwaynon Garadol, Cotton Thomas Comprehensive. Other boys awarded were Joshua Challenger of the Sandy Point Primary School, Wazim Warren, Newton Ground Primary, Jaquandre Descent, St. Paul's Primary, Jaquan Warner, Deep Bay Primary, Desrianne Williams, Sadler's Primary, Dwevon Matthew, Edgar T. Morris Primary, Colin Thomas, Violet Petty Primary, and Dickwan Proctor of the Joshua Obadiah Primary School. Additionally, Emija Maynard of the Dean Glassford Primary, Tivon Patrick Keon Primary, Kimar Kareem Clark, Dr. William Primary, Alan J. Cannonier, Bronte Welch Primary, Coyote Tafari Kelly, Ross Preparatory, and Valentino Esposito, St. Kitts International Academy were all recognized. Deputy Prime Minister Hanley presented a token to each father attending the ceremony in support of their sons ahead of Father's Day observance on Sunday, June 15th. The ceremony was held under the theme, Building Self-Esteem in Boys, Stand Up, Be Heard, Be Seen. And in other news, on Wednesday, June 11, 2025, His Excellency Stavros Hatzianis, Ambassador of the Republic of Cyprus to the European Union, presented his credentials to Her Excellency Dame Marcella Liburd, Governor General of St. Kitts and Nevis. The ceremony took place at Government House in Basseterre, marking a significant milestone in the diplomatic relations between the two nations. The presentation of credentials by Ambassador Hatzianis to Governor General Dame Marcella Liburd signifies a continued commitment to building a strong and cooperative relationship between Cyprus and St. Kitts and Nevis. Both countries, as members of the Commonwealth, share common values and objectives, including the promotion of small island nations' interests in global forums. This diplomatic engagement lays the foundation for future collaborations in various sectors, including trade, investment, and cultural exchange, contributing to the broader goals of international cooperation and development. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Culture, in collaboration with the St. Kitts Nevis National Commission for UNESCO, has received approval for funding to support the nomination process for elements of the country's intangible cultural heritage, ICH, to be placed on the coveted UNESCO representative list of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity. St. Kitts and Nevis has been awarded US $9,926 by UNESCO to prepare the nomination dossier for the masquerade traditions of St. Kitts and Nevis. This milestone follows the recent completion of the national ICH policy, with the assistance of over US $92,000 in funding from UNESCO, and marks the next critical step in preserving and promoting the nation's unique folklore traditions. The project aims to support the safeguarding of cultural expressions such as masquerades, clowns, bull actors, makojumbies, and other traditional performances, and showcases them as the World Heritage treasures that they are. And coming up, we'll have another look at some of the stories from the past week. Stay with us.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Attention, St. Kitts and Nevis. The countdown is on and time is running out. This is your final call, your last chance to save big at Hostos Automotive during our VAT Off Drive On Blanc event. It's your final call, your last chance to get up to $15,000 in total savings. No down payment, free servicing for 12 months, free bill of sale, $1,000 in groceries, or 3 months of free gas, free registration, licensing, tinting, and accessories, and 4% VAT off on top of it all. Yes, you've heard right. Everything free and 4% VAT off. But listen closely. This incredible sale ends when June ends. No extensions, no do-overs. This is your final call, your last chance for the biggest auto sales saving for the year. So don't walk, run to Hostos Automotive now. Your dream car is waiting, and these deals are ready to roll. Hostos Automotive, where affordability meets the road. Terms and conditions apply.
At the Cable, we believe in giving back because when our community thrives, we all do. That's why, as a company, we make it our mission to touch the lives of everyone in St. Kitts. We spearheaded the renovation of JNF Hospital lobby to ensure better care for all. The Cable sponsors free Wi-Fi in every community center across St. Kitts, so no one is left behind in an increasingly connected world. We stand with communities through every moment, big or small, in culture, education, youth development, and more. Y a ti también, comunidad latina. Cuenta con nosotros. Estamos con ustedes. And when it comes to customer service, we set the standard. We're just a call, click, or visit away because you matter to us. Join the company that truly cares. The Cable, more than service. We're family. Somos familia. And we're proud to always give more where it matters.
Meet the Johnson family, living a good life. How are they able to afford all this? By switching their mortgage to National. And you too can take advantage of this great offer. Yes, National Bank's Switch Mortgage will make your dreams a reality with the lowest interest rates guaranteed. You will have more disposable income than ever before. Imagine the possibilities. National Bank Switch Mortgage makes all the difference. Come home to National Bank and get your Switch Mortgage today.
Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply.
Healthwise on ZIZ TV, Mondays at 8:30 p.m. Hosted by Dr. Malik Lescott, Dr. Jolette Woodley, and Dr. Patrice Lawrence.
Thank you for staying with us. In this recap, a Nigerian delegation arrived in St. Kitts and Nevis for a 4-day visit that will see both countries engaged in bilateral talks in a number of areas. Here's more.
Comprising over 100 persons, the delegation includes business persons, government officials, persons involved in sport and culture, visiting to exchange ideas in their respective fields. Minister with responsibility for the creative economy, Honorable Samuel Duggins, welcomed the delegation and is looking forward to the exchange of ideas between both nations.
From Abuja to Bastia, we are building a transatlantic bridge grounded in commerce, culture, and collaboration. Your presence here is a living testament to that vision. Over the coming days, the Afro-Caribbean Business Expo will spotlight the strength of our shared aspirations through agriculture, entrepreneurship, culture, youth leadership, and yes, even a friendly football match. Together, we'll exchange knowledge, ideas, and heritage in a way that uplifts both of our regions.
Echoing the sentiment of Minister Duggins was head of the Nigerian delegation, Aisha Mena, who hopes that new partnerships can be formed at the end of their visit.
Also in this delegation are entrepreneurs who will be exhibiting, networking, creating partnerships, members of the Nigerian media, an entire football team, a cultural trip, and most importantly, young adults who ensure our future as global Africa is secure and thriving. Because in unity there's strength, but in collaboration there's power. We look forward to the next 4 days, engaging activities, exchanging knowledge, culture, creativity, networking, and bilateral conversations, which hopefully will lead to bilateral agreements.
Part of the visit will see both countries involved in a friendly football match on Friday evening from 7:30 at the Samuel Williams Sporting Complex in Verchels.
Meanwhile, the Ministry of Education is celebrating a major educational milestone as the University of the West Indies, UWI, officially extends its 5 Islands campus to the Twin Island Federation. Here's more.
In a symbolic ceremony held at the office of the Minister of Education, officials from the UE Five Islands campus in Antigua joined Minister of Education, Honorable Dr. Jeffrey Hanley, to mark the beginning of a new chapter in tertiary education for the Federation. Principal at the University of the West Indies Five Islands campus, Professor Justin Robinson, said this partnership falls in line with the campus's plans to expand access to education.
It is indeed my privilege and honor as a minister with responsibility for education to, of course, lend my endorsement to the Five Islands campus. We will do our endeavor best, as we are accustomed of doing in terms of engagement.
The Five Islands campus has the potential to be heavily focused on providing relevant research for Eastern Caribbean governments that is targeted towards Eastern Caribbean problems. So this Together campaign, we want to hug you up and bring you fully into our universe as we really seek to expand access to education, but also access to OECS relevant research solutions.
Minister of Education, Honorable Dr. Jeffrey Hanley, offered his endorsement to the initiative.
It is indeed my privilege and honor as a minister with responsibility for education to, of course, lend my endorsement to the Five Islands campus. We will do our endeavor best, as we are accustomed of doing in terms of engaging our young people in particular and trying to direct them into various universities. You will definitely be seeing an increase in enrollment from our end. It is
This strategic expansion of the UE Five Islands campus reflects the institution's continued commitment to accessible, high-quality and regionally relevant education for all Caribbean citizens and the OECS in particular.
Tuesday marked 58 years since the St. Kitts Nevis Defense Force, or SKNDF, played a pivotal role in restoring order during the 1967 Anguilla secession crisis, an event that helped shape the Defense Force into the disciplined and respected institution it is today. Here's more.
In commemorating this historic anniversary, the SKNDF issued a statement to recognize the moment not only as a milestone in national history, but as a reminder of the Defense Force's continued relevance and evolution. Among those remembered for their service during the Anguilla crisis are Lieutenant St. Clair Philip, Second Lieutenant Samuel Daniel, Warrant Officer Class 2 Manny Martin, Sergeant Alfonso Lewis, Corporal Lanville Clark, Corporal Aubrey York, Corporal Calvin Cook, Corporal A.E. Hatt, Lance Corporal Moses Davron, Lance Corporal Errol Maynard, Lance Corporal John Rollins, Lance Corporal Ralston Scarrett, Private Joseph Tuckett, Private Charles Gums, Private Wingrove Archibald, Private Arthur Williams, Private Eustace Arundel, Private Leslie Ward, Private Leroy Muckle, Private William Natter, Private Terence Martin, Private Adonis Woodley, Private Alvin Laplace, Private Norman Williams, Private Ira James, Private Terence Arundel, Lance Corporal Ian Hodge, Private Oscar Skelton, Private Austin Woodley, Private Montgomery Walters, Private Vincent Joseph, Private McNeish Jeffers.
And after the break, Minister suspends printing of new $100 banknote with revised coat of arms. Regional News is next.
National Home Loans. Get your dream home. All could be yours. Walk through the door. Come take what you need. Get you the keys. All could be yours. What you deserve. National Home Loans. Get your dream home. Get your dream home. Right it. Get your dream home. National Home Loans. Get your dream home.
National Home Loans. Home ownership made easy. When you're with National, you're home.
At The Cable, we believe in giving back because when our community thrives, we all do. That's why, as a company, we make it our mission to touch the lives of everyone in St. Kitts. We spearheaded the renovation of JNF Hospital lobby to ensure better care for all. The Cable sponsors free Wi-Fi in every community center across St. Kitts, so no one is left behind in an increasingly connected world. We stand with communities through every moment, big or small, in culture, education, youth development, and more. Y a ti también, comunidad latina. Cuenta con nosotros. Estamos con ustedes. And when it comes to customer service, we set the standard. We're just a call, click, or visit away because you matter to us. Join the company that truly cares. The Cable, more than service. We're family. Somos familia. And we're proud to always give more where it matters.
Every dream begins with a vision, a blank piece of land, a simple sketch on paper, or a conversation around the dinner table. At Horsford's Building and Nevis Centers, we believe that every home starts with hope and ends with something real. From the first brick to the final nail, we are there. We don't just supply materials, we partner in progress, step by step, wall by wall, room by room. We help build lives, futures, and legacies. This is more than construction. It's transformation. It's elevation. It's trust. Dream with us, grow with us, build with us, because your dream deserves more than just materials. It deserves a partner that builds with heart. Horsford's Building and Nevis Centers. Dream with us, grow with us, build with us.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So, even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
On the regional scene, the Central Bank of Trinidad and Tobago, CBTT, has instructed the contracted banknote printer to cease any work related to the printing, preparation, and designing of the 2025 series $100 denomination. The central bank states this instruction was given following a request by the Minister of Finance to suspend the printing of any new notes with the revised coat of arms. No reason was given for this change. Earlier this year in February, the central bank announced that the country could expect the revised $100 banknote in September 2025. In that initial update, the CBTT said among the changes would be the new version of the coat of arms on the bill. The CBTT back then stated, quote, on January 13, 2025, Parliament approved the National Emblems of Trinidad and Tobago Regulation Amendment Bill 2025 to give legal effect for the change of the coat of arms. The adjusted coat of arms has been integrated into the $100 banknote 2025 series, end quote. With the latest instruction to suspend the printing of the Series 2025 $100 banknote with the revised coat of arms, the CBTT said it would keep the public informed on developments in this area. And coming up, U.S. may expand travel ban to 36 more countries. International news is up next.
In the sun or in the rain, life's a journey, joy and pain. But NCI's here day and night, always here for you, making it right. Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend, always here for you, right here till the very
At National Caribbean Insurance, you are covered and secure. We're your partner, your protector, your peace of mind. So for home, for health, for life, choose NCI because we're always here for you. Always.
Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend, always here for you, right here till the very end. Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend, always here for you, right here till the very end.
The U.S. is considering expanding its travel ban to citizens of 36 additional countries, according to a State Department memo reviewed by The Washington Post. The countries under review include 25 African nations, several in the Caribbean, including St. Kitts and Nevis, Central Asia, and Pacific Islands. Egypt and Djibouti, key U.S. partners, are among those listed. The memo, signed by Secretary of State Marco Rubio, gives these countries 60 days to meet new security and documentation benchmarks, citing concerns such as unreliable identity documents, visa overstays, and investment-based citizenship programs. Some were flagged for alleged anti-Semitic or anti-American activity. The expansion builds on a June 4th order that fully or partially restricted entry from over 20 nations. Critics say the bans are xenophobic, pointing to the high number of African and Caribbean countries targeted and Trump's past attempts to block travel from Muslim-majority countries. It is unclear when the new restrictions would take effect if demands aren't met. And when we come back, we'll have a recap of the top stories.
Yeah, man. Another day in the books. Well, hello there. Ooh, she pretty from head to toe, and are you ready to go? Wait there. Whew. Can't afford to slip up. Not even in my dreams.
Recapping the top stories. 23 boys honored for excellence in St. Kitts. Cyprus ambassador presents credentials to Governor General of St. Kitts and Nevis, and preparatory process for encryption of SKN's folklore traditions on UNESCO's Intangible Cultural Heritage List begins. And that brings us to the end of the ZIZ Channel 5 Newscast. Thank you so much for joining us. I've been your presenter, Shaira Flanders. Have a good one.